Good day. Today I'm going to be showing you about the quote output for WBQuote Lite and the options you have to rearrange your packages and set them up with additional coverages. So I'll give you a quick view of what I've built in this quote. I've got some medical packages. I've put in some dental packages and some vision packages. Once you're done building your quote and you go to quote output viewer, you're going to have some options on what you want to display. You have the option in here to either add or remove those packages you put in there by just simply unclicking them. You have the option of whether you want to include the spouses or dependents in your quote. Sometimes the company is not going to pay for them and they don't want to see them. You just simply click this item and you can either remove or keep them in the quote while not removing them from the census. You've got some options to see summaries within your quote here. You can either ask for a monthly summary for premiums or switch it to annual. You have the options to do dollar to difference and percent to difference for the current against the current or switch them to the renewal. You also have the option to change the monthly pay period from monthly by semi-monthly, bi-weekly, or weekly. And then lastly, when you're looking at your details down here, you have the option to switch on the package details so that you can see exactly how much everybody's going to be paying, what their employer cost and what the employee cost, and what their coverage type is, and which plans they will be available to purchase. You also have the ability to rearrange your quotes by using this button, so you can move around the packages you have in your quote simply by clicking and dragging them and hitting done when you're done. Additionally, what you can do is, since now I have these packages built, I am able to go and edit the package and add coverages to them. So these are the medical packages I put in. I'm going to go ahead and add this dental plan and this vision plan that I've included in my quote up to this point. And then once I've done that, you'll see that all the pricing and rates will be listed within that package. And now when I go and look at the packages, you'll notice that the dental coverage is included and the vision, and then you get your totals down here at the bottom with all of that coverage included within it. Moving on to the plans area, you have the ability to look at all the plans that you have within the quote, and it'll show you the differences of the plans benefits by simply clicking on the checkbox at the top. So when I click this checkbox, it's going to compare these rows to all the other plans and show you what the differences are. You can click this button to simply expand all so you can look at them all. This is not making a judgment whether the coverages are good or worse. It's just simply that there's a difference and you can see all the differences. In the rates section, this is going to show you the rates for all of the packages that you have set up. And once again, you can choose to include dependents and spouses or not. You have the option to rearrange them if you want, simply by clicking and dragging them around. And keep all your carriers next to each other. And then click done when you're done. Once you've finished all of those, you would click export quote, and it's brought to your exporting. Here's where you're allowed to select any page you'd like to be included with a quote or deselect. Including getting member level worksheets for the plans you've selected within your quote. You have the options more here to include what you want in the quote. Similarly to what you had at the beginning of the top page, you have the ability to adjust colors in your quote. These work on a hex color code. So if you're not sure how to fill out a hex color code, you can go ahead and contact PMD and we'd be able to show you that. You're allowed to select your options for output. You have the option of a PDF landscape, a PowerPoint, or an Excel. You have the ability to simply download them or email them to yourself. Once you're ready to export it, you simply click the export button and the system will generate your quote. It'll either let you download it or it'll email the results to you. And then once it's done, it'll bring you back to the dashboard and then you'll see your quote being processed. Here we are, back there. It's not going to take that long, but you're going to see your quote's going to go from ready processing to completed. I'm already starting to get my quotes emailed to me for the one that I just generated. There we go, it's changed to processing. More emails from the quote. And there we are, now it's completed. And that's how you export your quote from WBQuote Lite. If you have any questions, you can give us a call and we'd be more than happy to walk through this with you. Thanks a lot, have a nice day.